to find certain meaning in the loss, if it leads to certain kind of rethinking, then that leads to an emotional relocation of the loss. But if that meaning-making exercise, is unable to be done, then this cannot happen. What generally happens is that after a loss, some people are very hesitant to form new relationships or take new initiatives, because either they feel that I'm very unfortunate, and if I, try something else, it's going to fail again, or they somewhere feel that they would be cheating the person who has gone away. So these two feelings generally hold people to, form new relationships, to kind of, do new things. So therefore, it's important to come to terms with this sense that yes, the loss has happened. It is something that cannot be done. It's something that cannot be undone. It is very, very important thing in my life. But as an individual, I'm not cheating the other person if I'm moving on with my life. That awareness and coming to that sense is very important. So, like if you are making a new relationship, if you are going for a holiday, if you are buying something new, they should not come in this sense that I'm being disloyal, I'm cheating, or many people in fact feel that if I'm allowing myself to be happy, I'm not really doing justice to the process of grief, that I need to be sad. So I think that needs to be overcome, and generally it can be overcome when one starts looking at one's guilt, because it's generally the guilt that kind of binds you and pulls you down from doing other things. At the same time, however, rushing in for a very quick replacement, where the person is like behaving in a very hypomanic manner, and where they kind of where it's like this, that they are very compulsively or impulsively trying to move on, that needs to be checked and discouraged. Because a good moving on generally happens, as I said, when the feelings have been experienced and they have been allowed to be there for some time, then this kind of movement happens in a slow manner. Taking time is a very, very important principle, because grieving requires time, and it is a gradual process. It is a very gradual, very slow process at times, and it is not a quick fix at all. And as we have been discussing over here, that the major impediment often comes in the form of either well-intentioned. All the people who do this, they are very well-intentioned. There is no one who I think means ill, but they come in the form of family members or others who are eager to get over the loss and its pain and to move back into a normal routine. That can be perceived by the person as very unempathic. It can add to a lot of loneliness, and it can also kill the person's support system, because what generally happens is that if someone who is well-intentioned but is pressurizing another person to come out of grief, the person feels very angry towards this person also, that that this person really does not understand how bad or how horrible I am feeling. So it's very important to value time, and to simply tell the person, at times saying this one simple thing can work wonders, that I know it is very hard for you, I am there for you, take as much time as you want to. I am there with you in this silence. Only that is required, because then the person gets a sense of a presence from your side. And saying it and performing it in reality is also very important. That you should not really run out of steam in that sense. Understanding grief reaction is also very important, because generally what happens is that after any significant loss, many people have this sense that they are going crazy. In fact, in many cases that I've seen, people will come up with a lot of, they'll come up with a panic attack, or they'll come up with very weird symptoms, and they'll, come up with this fear that they are going schizophrenic, or they'll have a heart attack, or something very, very disastrous, So simply explaining to them that, what they are experiencing is grief, and making them understand that, and at times you will not believe, that even telling someone, I had this person who came in a very panicky state, and that I don't know what the hell is happening to me, and I'm losing out everything. I just told this person that why don't you just, Google it up, that how do people generally feel after a loss, and just, reading 3 pages about, what a general grief reaction is, it allayed the person's anxiety and fears, even as something as basic as that can be very helpful. Because generally what happens is that, that we don't talk about grief, and we don't really talk so much about how, one experiences or how one feels when one goes through grief. So all these emotions are very foreign. All these emotions, thoughts, behaviors, bodily sensations are very foreign for the person. And there can be a lot of panic associated with them if the person is unable to put everything into perspective. So simply doing that can also be very helpful. And also this can be heightened because people generally are distracted, and in and in any grief reaction, people experience feelings which they normally do not experience or have not experienced. So simply understanding the grief reaction can be very, very reassuring for them. The last aspect is valuing uniqueness. As I said, that grieving has tremendous variability, and it has a very, very strong individual differences in intensity of emotions, degree of impairment it may cause, the length of time a person experiences, and the painful emotion of loss. So either it is with your own self or with other people, it is very important to give yourself and others space to experience this natural uniqueness. That I think it is very important to neither pressurize yourself nor pressurize someone else to come out of it. It's important to encourage yourself, to encourage others to come out of grief, but not to pressurize them, not to say that it's enough, you can't go on crying, it's enough now. I think that's something very unhealthy. So it's very important to value this kind of uniqueness, and then